Hey, this is Bob. I'm sitting here at the airport getting ready to go in. I got complaints that I wasn't loud enough, and so I've purchased a mic so that people can hear me better. But we've got this ongoing saga of the fuel tank installation, and got some information a couple of days ago that we had yet another problem. So I'm going to go in and talk to Jan and have him explain what's going on, and I'll get back to you. Okay, Jan, testing 1, 2, 3. Why don't you say something?
Okay, here's what we're doing here, testing this out, see if we put a thread on it to do the next procedure or process to get this.
All right. So what did just happen? In my enthusiasm to make this video, I was all excited to have Jan give us a blow-by-blow of what he'd been doing between the times that I was able to go down there. I have hecklers in the background watching me make this video, but anyway, and I turned on the video to do a test to make sure the microphone was performing and so on and so forth. And then I turned it off, and then I turned it on again and said, Jan, go ahead, let's do this, explain what you've been doing. And apparently I didn't turn on the video camera. So this is a brief explanation, and I'll add some pictures that he sent me to make it understandable. But essentially I've talked about the self-sealing tanks that are really thick, and in the original configuration, the flanges that cracked were part of the external attachment of the tank to the airplane. Well, when the tanks were upgraded for the VIP transport, they took those flanges, added nut plates so that they could then put them on the outside. Well, near as we can figure, the pipe thread reducer adapters that had been screwed in there, when we torqued those down, was just enough tightness to cause those flanges to crack, and we couldn't do that. We couldn't go on with those. So Jan machined some new flanges that were quite a bit more robust, and we've now got them installed, and that has solved this problem. And now I'll show you some pictures of what we went through. Okay, I just wanted to report we had good success getting that flange back in there. We had to go through the hole in the top of the tank. We put a rod down there so we could pull the old fitting out, and then we put the new fitting in. And since I'm down here, I thought I'd give you an overview of what's going on here. So that'll be where there's a sump there. There'll be a fitting coming out of that, and then there'll be tied to a tube that'll come over. I don't know where the exit will be, but on the covers that go here, there's a door, and we'll probably have it somewhere in here where we can sump the tanks to make sure there's no water in them. But that's the selector valve. This one hose here is coming from the auxiliary tank. This hose here is going over to the filter. This feeds to the firewall and then up to the carburetor. Oh, here's the drain valve. So this will be connected to that sump over there. This is where the fuel pump will be. We've already got the wires here for the fuel pump. And then this hose will go over and talk to the fuel pump once the fuel pump is in here. But now that we've got this done and we don't have to fiddle around with anything else, the next step will be putting in the fuel pump. We still have to put the ring up in the top,
but we're still waiting for that. So that's just kind of a quick overview of what's going on in the fuel system. Anyway, we're Doug is over here and he's riveting up the other flange. We had to get that flange out of this wing so that we could get, because these are very special nut plates. They're sealed, and we wanted to reuse them because there's nothing wrong with them. So we drilled them off of the old plate, and Doug is gluing them down and getting ready to rivet them in place. And then this will go in the left tank, and then we can put the window frame in it, and that tank will be done. And I'll be back. Okay, so the other side was the most difficult one. This side's easy because we got Doug buried in there again, his favorite spot. And he's ready to put the fresh flange inside.
How's that? All thin there? A short pin over there?
He's receiving direction from down under.
Our pipe thing just went right through. And our pipe thing just went right through.
Okay, it's getting to be the end of the day here, and things are going well. Jan's putting the bolts in the flange down there while Doug's holding it. The Sparkies are over here getting the wiring finished. Hold on. Getting the wiring finished in these bays so that next week those last skins can go on both sides. When this is done down there, this picture frame can go, this access plate can go on here, and that will close out this wing. And so it's been a good day at the hangar, and I'll leave you with that until next time. Have a great day.
So all of that was recorded a couple of weeks ago when the work was done. And we've been traveling and trying to visit other A-26 people. And I did receive a comment from one of my subscribers that requested that I talk about the differences between our aircraft, an original combat ready A-26. And I'm going to try to cover that in the next video, but I have to be back up home so I can actually talk about it, the things that were done. There's quite a few things that Onmark did to turn our aircraft into a marksman or a VIP transport back in the 50s and 60s. So with that, I'll leave you alone. I really appreciate the subscriptions and all the comments. The comments are really cool. The one other thing that we're looking for, we're trying to find an appropriate name for our airplane. Been trying to come up with something for 10 years, and nothing has felt just quite right. So if you have suggestions on a name for the airplane, I welcome them. Drop them in the comments below. And one last thing is, Kermit Weeks put up a video of the first flight of his A-26 in over 3 decades. And I'd invite you to go to his channel, and it's Kermit Weeks' channel. And I'll try to drop a link in the comments below. And we'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much.